All right, so here she is. I'm gonna pick her up in the morning. They're just getting everything torqued down, make sure everything's done right. But yeah, it's got 7mm spacers in the rear. And this is a zero offset, or zero, not offset, zero spacers up front, but looks pretty good. It's a little higher than I want, but I guess for actual utility, this will be great. I haven't seen it for so long. Looks sick. All right, so starting it up. Whew. Sounds mean. That's sick. Definitely sounds different. That's sick. That sounds way different.
That's probably the best aftermarket exhaust we've ever put on.
Yeah, it's like supposed to be pretty much identical to the Soul stuff.
Yeah.
For way less. It's like literally half the price.
Really?
All right, so finally gonna take this beast home. Looks good. Of course, the day I go to pick up the car, it's freaking snowing, so always fun. All right, guys, so we got the car back. It's been in the shop getting the wheels, tires, Ohlins coilovers, lower control arms, exhaust, and a few other little items fixed and just set up on the car. So I'm back in it, and we get to start her up. Oh, it's not as bad inside. Super ideal with the snowfall coming down and these summer tires, but oh well, we'll make do. Put her in the garage when we get home. So I'm just cruising on a pretty smooth road right now, but and no turns yet. But I want to see how the Ohlins are. They're on this car especially. They feel really stiff from what I've heard, just because the car is so light. And obviously the coilovers are sprung pretty heavy for, I guess, for road driving, just normal street use, but sounds sick. So fun having like a good sounding car. There's no drone at all, so I'm in fourth right now, cruising at like 47, 48 miles an hour, and it's pretty mild inside. It doesn't sound much different than it used to be honest, unless you know, get on it a little bit and she wakes up. I don't know if you can hear it, but we'll loud. All right, so she's back at home officially, of course. So just kind of go over what's on the car now, since a lot of people maybe just joining the channel or checking out the video now. All right, to start, we've got the, let's see, the 18-inch by 9 up front and 18 by 10.5 in the rear. Apex EC7 Rs, and They're pretty sweet. They're in the gold, not in the bronze. The bronze is actually a little darker. I wanted one that has a little more contrast with the car, so this one will pop, especially when it's like sunny out. Got the Toth front splitter, and then the Maxton side splitters. And then I've got the Maxton rear diffuser, but I think I may go with the Toth rear splitter too, just because I like the look of it better. Got our Top Gear exhaust. And that's the Top Gear exhaust with catted headers. And it's the valved exhaust, so I can open and close the valves. I do have some LEDs they look more like the 981 rear taillights coming from Amazon. They were a few $100 and they were looking a lot more current than what you see on here now. And they're a little bit smoked, so it'll kind of blend into the car. Rear wing, obviously this is all exposed. I'll be getting that cleaned up, but in time I've got to get the other PDI ducktail painted. In the meantime, I'm going to be selling these. I think I have a buyer for them already, so that's good. Yeah, I went to pick up the car today and it was snowing, so that wasn't really ideal, but yeah, I'll get her detailed come sunny weather. And then we've got the AO52 tires, the Yokohama, however you pronounce it, I don't know. They're supposed to be pretty sporty though, so I'm excited to try those out in some dry weather. These wheels look so good with the Porsche caliper in red. I think it looks sick, and the car in black, so I'm pretty excited about that. The fronts are the standard offset from Apex with no wheel spacers, and I'm running 245 4018s, and then in the rear I've got a 7mm spacer. And I got that set up with the 275 4018s. So I went down from the 19s to the 18s, which I'm actually pretty happy about. So the rear exhaust looks good. I may get it powder coated black, and I think I'm gonna do the rear diffuser just because I don't really like the way this thing pops down. It doesn't really look seamless or connected to the car, but that with the headlight or the taillights, the exhaust splitter, eventually roll bar, and some seats. And I may smoke these out just so you don't see them, so they're clean. And then the PDI ducktail. This thing is gonna be sick. It's gonna look really good. So I'll mock it up real quick just so you guys can see what it kind of will look like once it's painted. Obviously it's just primered, it's not painted yet, and actually I nicked the panels, I had to bond it a little bit, but that's what it'll look like. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's your personal opinion, so I don't really mind either way. I like the way it looks, and I may add a wing to it as well, so it might get a little crazy, but I think PDI is definitely the way to go for these. It's kind of like a little bit of a throwback. Let's see. There's a sick screenshot for the video. But the PDI lip or ducktail, it's kind of like the old turbo wing whale tail, and it's not mounted up obviously, but I think it'll look really good once it's all done. So my opinion, again, don't really mind what you guys think. Hopefully you like it, but I like it, so you guys can flame me up on that all you want, but I'm pretty stoked. All right, guys, got the car back, obviously, and thanks for watching the video. I'm gonna do another video where I'm actually gonna take the car out, show you guys a little bit more about the exhaust note, what I put on there and why, and then what the car sounds like inside, outside. Camera quality or for audio on the iPhone and the mic setups that I have just literally don't do it justice. This thing is like wicked loud, and it actually like overpowers the mic on the phone. So it sounds insane in person, but I'll try and do the best I can, try and capture that. In the meantime, hope you guys like it. Let me know what you guys think about the car. Like I said, next to come up, I'll probably smoke these, go do a legit drive with the coilovers, see how they settle in, make sure I don't have any rubbing. Probably put the deep sump oil pan on there, and eventually third radiator, some other stuff, and yeah, maybe a wing, I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the channel so far. Subscribe, comment, share, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. See ya.